out there and playing well?
It felt good. I took a year off. This is my first game back. Felt good. I'm right at home. A lot of fans here for me, and Kent State welcomed me into the family, so I just feel comfortable here playing. That's it.
Coach has been saying you're a very good defensive player. Is that kind of your mentality, defense first?
Yeah, that's what I try to go with, playing defense first, playing the passing lanes, making people drive the way they don't want to drive. So just being a little sketchy defender.
I think I read somewhere that part of the reason why you wanted to come here is because Kent State plays the way that you want to play. Did you mean to be able to play a little more offensively like you did tonight?
Yes, most definitely. Like more of an up and down pace, getting the ball out, running. At my old school, we kind of slowed it down and stuff. So I like the tempo that Kent State plays with.
Yeah. Do you mind kind of giving us a history of, we know you were at Central Michigan for 2 years and that, but we haven't had much of a chance to talk with you. So can you talk about just, even as far back as being recruited, because I think Kent State was in the mix initially too, and just, what was it that made you think Central Michigan was the place, and then the coaching change and that, just what your mindset was?
Well, yeah, Kent State first started out recruiting me. I took a couple visits up here, and I liked it. But my high school assistant coach was Central Michigan's brother. So it was a relationship thing, and I committed there in the 10th grade. Went to go play with Trey Ziegler. He was a good kid, and after 2 years, my coach got fired. So I took a year off and kind of weighed my options and talked to Kent State, and they still wanted me. So that's how I got here now. Happy to be here.
Did you worry taking a year off that maybe some of the Division I opportunities might dry up?
Yeah, at the beginning of the process I did, because I didn't know if I was going to be able to go back D1 or not. So once I contacted Ken, they gave me a plan of what to do with classes and stuff. I took that route, and I'm here now.
Part of going to Tri-C.
Yes, I didn't go the first semester. It was just the second semester.
And you never played or intended to play. It was just to
yeah, just to get my grades right. Mm-hmm.
Kellon, can you talk a little bit about what it's been like to have Derek with you guys now?
Oh, it's been great to have Derek with us. He brings a lot of energy to our team. I feel like he's a big piece of what we were missing. I think we got, not that he's just defensive minded, but I think he creates a lot of mismatches for our team and for the other team. And I feel like he does like exactly what we need him to do. He guards the best offensive player on the other team, hits wide open shots. He's always bringing energy. I just feel like he fits our team great.
Tonight was one of those nights where there were so many guys in the mix early on. It's good to be able to do that, but I would think that it's a little, it almost maybe did even feel like the first real game tonight, with as much as you guys were in and out in so many different combinations?
I think not just like it was the first real game. I mean, we played 2 scrimmages, but like scrimmages aren't the same as game atmospheres. So I think it was good for us to do this just to get used to playing in situations like this, and then they've been calling like fouls differently.
Yeah.
So I feel like this has been a good way to test how we've been practicing and playing.
I'm glad you brought that up, because I was actually going to ask either of you, but especially when you get what we consider, at least initially, a defensive-minded player, how those fouls are going to change how you defend a guy, and how much attention, at least during the practice and all that, has there been on, you got to watch this now because of how they're going to call it.
Yes, we actually been practicing that a lot in practice. We even had some referees come in and talk a little bit about, the calls, how it's going to be changed. So we just have to move our feet more, because every time our hands come down, it's an automatic foul. So we just got to move our feet and keep our hands up, and we should be fine.
Kellon, you can speak to that. That's got to be such a different mindset than what you just naturally used to.
Yeah, it's kind of frustrating, but it's something you got to get used to. I mean, showing your hands is big now, but like we spend a lot of time in the weight room and getting stronger and stuff. So I feel like it just changed the game a lot, but it's just something you got to adjust to.
Did you think it changed a lot tonight?
It did, just because we weren't used to it like in a real game atmosphere. But like I said, we've been practicing it for a while, and like even in our 2 scrimmages that we had, they were calling it real heavy. So we kind of got used to it more than just like jumping right into it.
Derek, you were able to do a little bit of everything tonight too. I mean, you made your only 3. Again, 3 coast to coast after steals. Just feel good to be able to contribute in so many different ways in your own.
Yes, it feels real good. Like I said before, I was put in a good situation. You know, I like all the group of guys that I'm with, who I'm playing with. They all encourage me and give me confidence. So it was just fun, you know, get it back on the court and play.
Is there any butterflies at all getting back out there today?
A little bit, but once the ball went up, you know, I was, you know, felt like I was right back at home. So.
Did it feel like it was more than a year away?
Yeah, it seemed like 5 years as long as I've been off, but I'm happy to be back.
How many people were there tonight for you?
I don't know exact number, but maybe 30 people, I think.
You know that's like expected every night, right?
Yeah, that's what I told them. Make sure you get here every home game.
I'm going to be the official counter on that one.
How's the knee holding up?
Oh, it's doing pretty good. Slow starting out, but I feel really good. Once I get out there, get warmed up, I feel right back to normal.
It's been kind of a long summer for you, going through all that.
Yeah.
Be back out there, I'm sure.
Yeah, I just thank God that I have the opportunity to come back, because it was hard, like, getting back into it and watching them play, even like when they went to the Bahamas and I didn't get to play. But now that I'm back, I'm just really thankful that I can still keep playing and contribute to the team and help the team out.
I don't know how you feel about this kind of question, but I'm just curious. Do you ever wish that you'd started here?
That's a great question. A lot of people ask me that, and now that I look back on it, I could say I wish I started here, but I also learned a lot going through the transition and stuff. So I never want to say like I didn't want to be here, but I learned a lot coming from where I am.
Can you talk a little bit more about that then? Like, so in that last year or the last 2 years or whatever, what have you learned about?
Just nothing is handed to you. You know, anything could be taken away or anything can happen at any time. So I just, give it my all. That's what I learned from going through the transition and talking to a lot of people who helped me and stuff. So I learned a lot going through.
Was there anything, Kellon, from tonight that really, I don't know how much you guys got a chance to even look at any stats or anything, but from tonight that just really made you feel good about what you guys did tonight?
I'm not sure of the stats either, but I know there was a lot of people, or a lot of our team that not just everybody stood. I mean, Derek had a lot of points and stuff, but like it was pretty much spread out, and I feel like we were sharing the ball a lot, which I think is good for our team because we got many weapons that we could use at different times.
And to add on that, but KB had how many? I think 7 or 8 rebounds.
8 rebounds, and yeah, that's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's good. Yeah, so I like
and
to.
that's how it's going to have to be this year.
Yeah. Yep. Everybody has to rebound.
Yeah. As good as you could feel about a win like this, it's a Division III program, and now you guys are going to, I hate to turn your attention already to what's coming up, but what is coming up. It's got to be something you guys have already talked about and prepared for. That big switch of how you're going to go. Can you share any of that?
I think like playing a team like tonight, I think it just makes us even more hungry. Like we see a team like this, and then we know that the next stage is something very bigger on ESPN, prime time. So I feel like everybody's going to rise to the expectations, and it's just going to make us play even better.
Does it make for then a good warm-up in that sense? It's like you kind of ease into it instead of...
Yep.
Any thoughts from either of you, if you don't mind, to talk about like Temple and going there and playing there and just, as a well-known basketball school?
Yeah, they're real. It's like an NCAA in and out of the tournament every year, so it'll be a good test for us, because they're good. I don't think they have any returning players or anything. They have a lot of new guys, but they're still a good program, and we have to come to play. So if we come to play hard as we played tonight or harder, I think we can get it done.
And for me, I just take it personal because they beat us last year, so I want to get back at them.
Yeah, they beat me too at Central. So.
Is there any? Sometimes going there and going to a bigger school like that, if you will. Perhaps I can't speak for them, but maybe that's like how Ohio Northern felt coming here. When you've got schools that are just known to be bigger schools or whatever. Is there any kind of going there to play? Is there anticipation for that?
Yeah, for me it is. I always feel like I play better under big stages. Like even growing up, my dad always told me the lights are on, so you got to play better. So I just always feel like as a big game that you got to play even better than what you expect to play.
this game has come in early for such a young, kind of still so many new pieces getting together kind of team. That doesn't worry you at all? You said ESPN, big stage, big team, big, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it doesn't worry me at all because I just feel like this is what we want. Like, we're not going to shy back from it. Like, we just got to show up and do what we know we can do, and I feel like we can win this game.